Greetings, warriors. I just got back from a movie premiere called Delco the Movie. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch Alligator tonight, but I did. I did put it together, so I sort of know what it was about. But hey, first of all, I want to thank the doc for complimenting me. Trust me, it's the first. I got the green screen right. First time I got a chance to use the green screen. And I got it to work, which was kind of cool. I haven't figured out how to get it to work on Facebook Live yet, but I will. And I hope you guys enjoyed the at the beginning, the cemetery at the beginning. That's actually like a couple blocks from here. It's our Catholic cemetery over there, and I think I'm going to do some more shots, more lives from there. You know what I mean? Might get myself out there, working in the cemetery. We could throw that in, that kind of stuff. I want to see what's going on. But first of all, let me just tell you, right? If you guys are on the East Coast, especially up here in Brooklyn, we're going to get a shitload of snow Sunday and Monday. Thank God Monday's King Day. Everybody can stay home, right? Schools are closed, right? If you can do remote work like we do, right? Make sure you get that and you stay home. Because trust me, I'm again working for the fire department. I volunteer, right? On Tuesday or what? No, yesterday. Oh my God, Thursday when it snowed, right? I got 5 accidents in like an hour and a half, right? I mean, we were busy. I was actually working. I couldn't get out to them, right? But trust me, our staff, we were busy. We were running around like our chickens without their head, right? So if you don't got to go out, don't, right? And if you do have to go out, make sure you take it slow. Now, Alligator, what'd you guys think? This is the second time that I've done it by myself. First one I did was Slaughter Beach back in August. It was Labor Day weekend, actually. Why? I can't get this left right thing done. All right. And I tried a green screen then. It kind of came up all goofy, right? And I did the computer green screen. I didn't actually have a green screen. Now I got one. But I the content was great. The film wasn't that good, right? Alligator, right? You know, I got the green screen. Do you like my new hat, right? Where is it at? You like that? Got the ears and everything. Actually, had a comment from somebody who texted me and asked what that was. Right? It's a Buffalo Bills helmet kind of thing, hat. You know, but I saw it. I had to buy it. Right? And it's actually very warm. So when I'm out shoving, I'll probably be wearing that. But anyway, right? So Alligator. One of the fun things about this movie, right, was I enjoyed the banter back and forth between the cop and the reptile expert, right? She um she played her part very well, right? And like I said, she was in God, The Bold and the Beautiful. I remember getting stuck watching that all the time as a kid, right? If you guys like, I'm 61, right? So I stayed. My grandmother pretty much brought me up until I was like about 6. Both my parents worked, so I was at my grandmother's house all day, right? And it was fun, right? Because she's a Irish, right? Her parents were off the boat, right? I believe she came over when she was like 2 or 4. Um, but she always had great stories about Ireland, and I learned a lot about the family. And that's the thing, right? We lose that whole generation, right? But yeah, so I would be stuck watching The Price is Right, Lawrence Welk, The Bold and the Beautiful, Bobby Vinton. Oh my God! And then there was another one. It was the girl who sang "Put the Nickel in the Nickelodeon." That was torture, right? Now you know why I am the way I am, right? Anyway, but I loved Alligator, right? And I loved the whole wedding thing. That was great. I mean, talk about you want to screw up the guy that was like screwing everybody else up, right? Again, the left and right thing, all right? And I enjoyed that. Trust me. And there, I've been to a million weddings, and if an alligator popped in, it would have been a lot better than some of the weddings I've been at. Just saying. Not yours though. Okay. Just all right. But I enjoyed. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed. Right. It's hard doing it by yourself because I'm so used to when I'm doing it, I can throw the jokes off doc. And 90% of what we do is ad lib. I mean, like again, like I told you, we have like a little script, right? So, again, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. We're actually shooting this week. Um, we're going to shoot February and probably most of March, um, the episodes. Uh, and I got to watch 8 movies this week and do scripts, right? So I'm going to be a busy beaver, let me tell you. But you know, we were off. We were off in December. The doc and I decided that we want to spend more time with our family in December than doing the movie. And we did. We actually did 7 in one night. Right. I got there like around 5, and we went straight through to like 10 o'clock. And you got to figure we do about a half hour's worth of content. Oh, by the way, like my press pass, I'm somebody. Anyway, um, oh God, where was I? I am so tired. I'm telling you. But anyway, so right, so I got to do the 8 movies, and I look forward to it. Right, what? Pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch all the movies and do the script, right, and then usually movies that I haven't seen before or ones that I don't kind of get the first time, I'll watch it a second time and then adjust the script. If you guys have jokes, send them to us, right? The one guy sent us jokes, Wally Gator, ha ha, right? But the jokes are pretty good. And Mikey Cunningham, thank you very much. I made a joke, right? Where the hell's Collingdale? Well, Collingdale's the town next to Darby, and Mike and I went to high school together, right? And you know, that was good. And he knew about the turtle I had. That's the way it is. Anyway, all right. Well, what do we got coming up? We have, right, one of the movies that I've been looking forward to doing, right? It's called Little Shop of Horrors. Not the musical, right, with Rick Moranis and Steve Martin, right? This is the original one that came out in, goodness, 60, 58, 60. And I can't wait. I actually requested that one. So I thought it'd be a good Valentine's Day movie, right? Because it's about a guy who loves his plant. What better better theme for Valentine's Day than you would have as a man who is actually in love with a plant? Okay, but then we have a boatload of more movies coming up. I'm trying to find them. What we got? So there's a ton of movies, right, that we got. We don't have scheduled yet, right? One's Dead Girls. It's about a girls in a heavy metal band. I'm looking forward to that. Creature of Destruction, classic 50s B movie. You'll recognize it because this monster's got these funky eyes, right? First Spaceship on Venus. The last time I saw First Spaceship on Venus, it was being hosted by Marlena Midnight of Midnight Mausoleum. And if you guys are in the Iowa area, the four it's the Quad Cities, right? That's where she's out of. And if you go on YouTube at midnight, right, they're bringing back Rhonda Shears, who used to be on Up All Night, right? Where they're doing it's on YouTube. So look up All Night, right? And they're doing 2 episodes Marlena's Midnight Mausoleum on there tonight. She's really funny, right? But then we got End of the World, Keep My Grave Open, Axe, Chilling, and Curse of the Bigfoot. Curse of the Bigfoot, right? That came out in mid 70s. Oh my god! And it's a classic bad movie. I mean, the Bigfoot doesn't look like Bigfoot, right? And I remember when it came out, like, 'cause there was a Bigfoot craze back in the 70s, right? And they actually had a guy dressed in a Bigfoot costume over at Sears, and I begged my mother to take me out to go get my picture with that. And I have it. I have it in one of my books, and when the movie comes out, I will pull out that picture. Now, so next month, right, we're going to have Ezra and Gore Girl. It's a horror anthology, right? It's an independent, and um, it's I think it has 4 vignettes. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'll make this short. Then there's Z Ero, right? It's a zombie movie, right? And it looks like it's about a military zombie movie kind of thing, right? I'm looking forward to that. The Final Terror, classic 60s B movie, another public domain movie we got, right? Then we have, right, in March, our March Madness, right? We have Q, the Winged Serpent, right? And I've been looking for a kaiju movie for the longest time. And another movie I'm going to throw out there for the boss. If you're watching, right, a movie called Youngary, right? It's public domain, right? I would love to get that. We got to get that, right? Then the 1925 Phantom of the Opera with Lon Chaney Sr., I believe, is in that, right? I'm looking forward to that. If you guys don't like silent movies, bummer, but we will make this movie fun. It's a great movie. And then we have the first of three, right? It's I'm Haunted, and the girl from Grotesque, right, is in it. Now, I'm Haunted. It's 3 movies, right? We're going to have the first one in March, probably have the next one in April, then the next one may have one a month, right? And then Fangs. Fangs, an independent movie, vampire movie, and there's actually 3 Fangs. I don't know if he has the access for all of them, but Fangs, it looks like it's going to be hysterical. So we got those movies coming up in February and March, right? And again, like the doc was saying, WON has a ton of independent things coming up, right? You guys will. Oh God, we got comments. Who's commenting? Let's see what we got out there. All right, and like the doc, I have to have something else out there on there, right? We got the doc. Hey, there you go, doc. Doc's commenting like crazy, man. Again, doc, thank you very much for the compliment. Working with Doc, right? The Doc has been, he's been on the circuit for probably 10 years, right? I'm new at this, right? Even though I've been doing my post-apocalyptic theater, um, all the time, right? And I'm glad I'm glad I'm working with this guy. And like I said before, how we got together was um, just kind of like through Facebook, and then I met him at Blobfest, and he's a great guy. Chris is out there. Chris, thank you for the comment. Um, and yeah, so on WON we got a ton of shows that are coming on. One, they got the oh god, what's the name of the hockey team? The Hat Tricks from Danbury, Connecticut. They're a minor league team, right? I believe they're EHL, and EHL is the fighting league, right? He has like 7 or 8 games of theirs coming up because he picked them up mid-season, right? Again, we have the Pro Bowlers tour, right? We have all the minor league wrestling, right? And then every night there is a horror. There's a movie showcase, and on most nights there's a horror host. Right, like I said, I'm falling asleep. Sally, the zombie cheerleader, right, who's out of Philadelphia. Um, God, Mr. Lobo, who's out of Lancaster, PA. Even though he's big in Sacramento, don't know why, but he's big out there in California too. Oh, and boss, thank you. Trust me, that means a lot because I really tried. And what I'm going to do is the next couple weeks, I'm going to do one of my own, right? Just for my YouTube channel, and I'm going to do it Mystery Science Theater style, right? And I've been looking up some YouTubes, right? There's a couple of guys that have shows, and you can see them on streaming on a budget. It's called Rift Nation, I believe it is. They're freaking funny. They're almost as good at Mystery Science Theater, right? Only thing I can say is, like, and again, I chat way too much. They chat a lot through the movie, so you can't a lot. And maybe it was just the one movie I saw that they did, right? But then again, when Mystery Science Theater went to Netflix, right, and the first couple shows, right, I love Mystery Science Theater. The new guy whose name escapes me now, um, but he talked way too much, and there was too many jokes, rapid fire. I didn't get half of them because I couldn't hear half of them. Because he's talking over the movie, so you know. But these guys, right? They're really good. So, long story short, what I'm looking to do is um, Mystery Science Theater. I'm going to pull out a public domain movie, right? And I'm going to do it Mystery Science Theater style. I'm going to probably have one of my cast of characters on with me. Um, and this would be my first uh, post-apocalyptic theater one that I'm going to do. We're actually do. Well, I've done a couple full movies before, but I didn't have a green screen. I didn't have a camera. Basically, it was a video camera in front of my TV, and then me and my son making jokes about the movie all behind it. I think the movie was like year 2987. It was a post-apocalyptic movie, hence my theme. But yeah, I'm gonna uh, try to do that the next couple of weeks, right? Just to see if I can do it, and look forward. We're gonna be doing a lot more movies. Probably maybe once every 6 months. Doc and I will do one-offs. Um, and the reason why we did the one-off this time is we did 7 movies. Now in December we had one weekend we had a double header, right? So the doc and I said, hey, why don't we do 11/11, Make a Wish? The doc and I said, why don't we do a couple by ourselves, right? We did that in August, right, with Salvage Beach, and I forget the other one. He did another anthology. He loves doing anthologies, right? And and I like the anthologies too, but I actually, I prefer the science fiction ones. I'm not into the horror as much as the doc and the boss are. I'm more into the science fiction stuff. And I can say that yesterday afternoon at lunchtime, I was scanning around, um, and Driller Killer was on. Uh, the Driller Killer was on a WON in the afternoon, right? So it was just kind of funny watching that, going, oh my God, you must be bogan for content. Let me tell you, because that movie sucked. I've had Hoover vacuums that sucked less than that movie. But anyway, so guys, right? I yapped at you way too long, right? I'm tired. I'm having myself a Sammy Adams Old Fezziwig, right? Again, a great beer, right? So if you guys get a chance, Monday night, Ohio State plays Notre Dame. I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I'm conflicted because the quarterback for Ohio State is like my son's buddy. So I want to root for him, but then again, I want to root for Notre Dame because Notre Dame hasn't won a national championship in years, and they proved themselves this year, right? I mean, I remember watching them when they lost to Ohio State in the national championship. They lost to Alabama, and I freaking hate Alabama. Any Alabama fans out there? Great. Don't bring that name up if you ever meet me, ever, ever. Okay, but watch the game, right? Will Howard, great kid. He's going to go to the NFL. This is his. He didn't redshirt. Yeah, because he went from Downingtown High School, Downingtown West High School, to Kansas State. Was a star there. Won a bowl game. Kansas State hadn't been a bowl game in years. Took him to a bowl game and won. And then he went to the transfer portal last year, which I still do not understand how that works, right? And Ohio State picked him up. Ohio State, right, saw that much in him, right, to bring him there, knowing he could win them a national championship. That's how much. That's how good this kid is, and he's a good God fearing kid, right? Um, a lot of times the cameras don't want to, listen to somebody go on and talk about their faith and all that, right? But he gets it in, right, and that's good, right? It's good to know that there's still people out there that have faith, right? And the Notre Dame quarterback the same way. He's really into his faith, and he when he did his interview after the game when they beat Texas, right? He no, when they beat Penn State, Penn State. Um, he went and he talked about his faith, right? And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, right? And that's coming from me, and I'm the chaplain, right, of our council, our scout council. So anyway, all right, guys. So I'm gonna go to bed, right? I'm gonna go. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. I saw Delco the movie tonight. Delco is it's Delaware County, but it's nicknamed Delco. If you guys saw the Mayor of Eastwick, right? Mayor of Eastwick with the chick from Titanic, right? Um, that's all in Delco. So Delco is right now it's having its heyday. Um, and it was a fun movie. It was it was a postcard of Delaware County, right? I really like it. I don't think it's going to make it national, right? But it was great. And again, I'm sorry, I got you know my Viking past, right? Has a thing for redheads, and the girl in the movie that was a star was a redhead, and then she came up afterwards, just asking questions and answers, right? And she's a bright kid, really smart. She does a lot of theater. This was her first movie, and let me tell you, she did great. You know, I don't remember the other people in the movie, but what do I do? I always remember the redhead, alligator, redhead, right? This movie, redhead. So, but I'm going to do a review of that tomorrow. Like I said, I got to go. I got a press pass, right? And it was nice. A lot of people um, recognized me from the show and then from other events I do with the horror cons and Delco Horror Haven, which again, another Delco thing. That's where I'm from. Darby is in Delaware County, right? Darby pretty much was Delaware County, was the first town founded in Delaware County in Pennsylvania, right? And you know, Delco the movie was kind of like a nice homage to Delco, And basically it's about, a kid, three friends, right? The girl, she's a troublemaker. One kid is the son of a pastor and he never really lived, never had a crazy night out. And then the other kid is he's a Bible thumper, right? And he's trying to talk them out of doing all this great. And it was good, right? If you get a chance, I'm going to post later the Q&A. And if you look on my Facebook page, I have the entire red carpet, right? And talk about a Delco red carpet. You had people there in tuxedos, and you had people there, right, that literally just left work at their shop, right? Perfect Delaware County. You had your Villanova, Radnor, Snobatoriums, right? Then you had your lower Delco, right? Your Clifton, your Media, your Darby, right? All those people. And it was a hootin' good time, right? If you get a chance, go watch that. I have that that I did that as Facebook Live. It's about 45 minutes long, right? And I threw a ton of goofy comments, and trust me, I'm probably going to get in trouble for a couple. And then I'm going to post tomorrow morning um, the Q&A from Delco the movie, and you guys will get a kick out of it. They really busted their ass and made a good movie. And the guys that made the movie, the people that were in the movie, they will be stars someday. Okay, I just don't think this movie's going to have a lot of appeal outside the Philadelphia area. But anyway, guys, I'm out, and I got to do it. See you later, alligator. And I like the fact that, hey, yo, boss, I love the fact that you threw in, you know, Bill Haley in the comments and see you later, alligator. Bill Haley in the comments from Chester, PA, Delco Town. See ya. End live video. And